Hey, welcome back to Happy's On. I'm in Edingburg, Texas. It's a very beautiful ranch. And in fact, this ranch is so nice that whenever they have big concerts here in the valley, all the big stars, all the superstars, they stay at this ranch because it's very, very private. But tonight it's a special occasion because we're celebrating a graduation. These kids around me are triplets, the twins. Now first I want to find out who was born first, because I don't know if you people know, I'm a twin myself. I was born first, and 45 minutes later my brother was born. So who was born first?
I was born first.
And you are?
Christy.
Christy.
Yes.
And you graduated in 2012. And by the way, 12 is my lucky number. It is.
Yes.
You know why?
Why?
Because I was born on December the 12th.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
My little brother's born on the 13th, December 13th.
Really? December the 12th, December the 13th. Huh. And, okay, so you were born first?
Yes, I was born
And who was born second? Andres. This is Andres. How are you?
Just fine, Abby.
And, do you know what day you were born on?
Yes, sir. October 4th, 1993.
Yeah, but what day was it?
Oh, on a Monday.
You were born on Monday. You know where the word Monday comes from?
Where?
Monday. Monday, which in Spanish, Monday is called lunes. So they named Monday after the moon. Did you know that? Didn't know that. Tuesday, how do you say Tuesday in Spanish? Martes. Martes, that's Mars. Tuesday was named after Mars. Wednesday in Spanish is miércoles. It was named after what planet?
Mercury.
Mercury. Saturday was named after?
Saturn.
Saturn. See, they got on to it. Venus, viernes, Friday. And Sunday was named after? The
Sun.
And Thursday, Jupiter, jueves. So they named the days of the week after the inner solar system. By the way, they are all going to college. They are going to?
College, Texas A&M University in College Station.
Gig 'em. Sorry, I happen to be a Longhorn fan, but we're making an exception today. Yes, Texas A&M. And now, you know, through the years, you all are very successful. And you know why you're very successful? Triplets. But not only that you're triplets, but you're very successful because you graduated from high school. And you know that for you it seems like nothing, ¿verdad? But did you know a lot of people aren't graduating in Texas and in the Valley? And so you've defied the odds. So you are very successful. And why are you successful? Because you finished what you started. But the big finish is college, okay? Now I'm gonna start with Christy. Christy, when people ask me, Happy, in all these years of life, they've asked me, what have you learned about life? And you know what I say, Christy? I say, what I've learned is that everything you do in life comes from a decision you made. Life is full of choices. Either you make the right choice or you make the wrong choice, right? And you've made good choices and sometimes you've made bad choices. But if anybody asks me, what is one thing you've learned or discovered? Life has got choices. Now, if I was to ask you, Christy, what have you learned to this day? And I'm not talking about school, and I'm talking about family. What has life taught you?
Life has taught me to cherish each moment, no matter what, live life to the fullest, and even though you make mistakes, just learn from them and live a happy life.
Mistakes are your best teachers.
Yes, they are.
You know, and people sometimes, you know, I don't know that I've told you this, but I've won so many awards as a professional clown, as a comedian. I've won many first places in the world, but they don't know how many times I've lost. Yeah, because I've learned from my mistakes. So that's a very good point. Now, Lottie, right?
Yes.
Lottie, if I was to ask you the same question, what has life taught you?
Life has taught me, you know, we have some ups and downs, and just to be successful, it's hard work, but you know, it's always going to pay off in the end. No matter how hard you work, it's always going to pay off. So that's what it's taught me.
So would you advise that to all these kids that are still in school and they're just thinking about dropping out or saying, I got to give up? You would say just keep going, keep at it?
Keep going. I mean, I promise you, as as long as you work hard and you know what you want in life, it'll be a great success. You know, you're going to win in life.
You will, right? And people won't notice it, but you will. Andres, what has life taught you?
Life has taught me. Life has taught me that that there will be ups and downs in your life. Also, that there's good and bad people out there, and that your friends make you who you are.
Yeah. Right? Show me your friends and I'll tell you who you are. That's just what you told me. Yeah. And you know what I heard about you? That you're Miss something here, or what was it?
Oh, no, my sister is
Okay,
Queen
but you-
Citriana. Oh, I'm the cover girl first runner-up
You're the cover girl for what?
for the livestock show.
It's a beautiful girl. That's why she's a cover girl. And you are...
I'm Queen Citriana. It's a little pageant here in Mission, Texas. They're big on their citrus here, so they have this yearly pageant, and all these girls compete, and I end up getting the crown. So I was very excited about that.
Amazing. And you know what? You girls are so beautiful. You're so pretty, but you're so down to earth. I haven't seen nothing stuck about you. And one thing I've learned about your brother here, that you have a reputation, Andres. You know, the owner of this resort, okay, very Republican. He says that is the most Democrat kid I've ever seen. And what do you? I know you're going to A&M. What do you plan to study?
I plan to study political science, of course, and one day, hopefully, law school.
Yeah, politician.
Hopefully, yes, sir, one day.
You know, I told him before, because I heard him talking, I said, Andres, one day I will read about you, I will vote for you somewhere. But he's going to run for Congress, and you know what? It wouldn't surprise me someday you'd be our first Hispanic president. But you have a good mind. And what are you studying to be?
Nutritional sciences, to one day become a pharmacist. So.
A pharmacist? Like you want to own a farm or what? Oh, you want to do drugs?
No, just prescribe, different medications and just to really help our Medicaid here in the Valley, or Medicare and stuff like that. So.
You know, I have a brother that's a pharmacist, and I remember when we were growing up, you'd say, "Oh, wow, I want to be a pharmacist because I want to have my little farmacia there in the corner, like this guy this man used to have his own pharmacy, and he used to have that little counter and used to get their ice cream there, and he sold stuff, he had a little snack bar, but all of a sudden here, you can't do that anymore. Why? There are too many CVS's, there are too many Walgreens, there's too many Walmarts, pharmacies, and there are too many HEB pharmacists. So was that going to compete with what you want to do?
No, definitely not. That's exactly what I want to do, to work for a big company like HEB and Walmart and Walgreens. So.
See, kids, do you see what she just said? If you can't beat them, join them. And Christy, what do you want to do? What are you going to go study?
I'm going to study accounting, and I want to be a certified public accountant.
Count his money, count her money, and I'll no offense, but of all the careers that I just saw here, I think you cover all the bases. Yeah, and I think so. It's like no matter how much money we make, we can't do much with it unless we have a certified public accountant. Yeah, and certified public accountant. And you know what's made life so much easier for you guys? That computer programs. Geez, when I studied accounting and back in school, it was tough. But now you have programs, and you have programs that give you that what if. That you can do so many things. But listen, did you like the show?
Yes, I loved it. It was great. I really saw other people enjoy it too. It was awesome.
Well, thank you. I was glad to be here. What do you think about the show?
It was really funny. You always make me laugh, and I was never stopped laughing. It was hilarious.
Thank you. You know what? And the reason why I ask him is, it's so hard to entertain kids these days because you guys seen everything. You have HBO, you have the internet, you have YouTube. You see the finest of the finest, everything. And then for me to show up with you guys here, and I'm thinking, yes, it's not intimidating, but I said, I've got my work cut out. So did you like the show, Andres?
Oh, yes, absolutely. Out there in the show, I was laughing the whole time.
And you know why some of you were laughing? Because you could relate to it. You could relate to the...
Can't relate to it. It's just so funny, like with all our lives, especially the Mexican culture. I think
That's our culture. Well, listen, it has been truly a pleasure to be here with you guys. And I met you all last year, didn't I?
yes, at another party, another show. That's why we invited you.
Well, thank you. I'm so honored, and so I knew I was going to be in the Valley, and I do so much work here in the Valley, but being here with you guys, and triplets. I'm a twin, but triplets. These are triplets right here, huh? And they all graduated. Can you imagine what Dad is going to dish out la mula? That's a lot of money. You know, it's on average. Can you? Oh dear, let's not talk about it. But listen, I will be glad to celebrate and sing and perform at your college graduation. Okay?
Definitely call you out.
It's on TV. All right, Christy. What a pleasure to meet you, and thank you very much, Lottie and Andres. I'll see you at the Democratic Convention. Keep an eye on this kid. He's a thinker. He's a thinker. Bye-bye, everybody. We'll be right back.